spoke to the bell agents Tuesday morning. I told him to stay up here. He spoke after I did, and he said, I'm not going to say anything bad about Commissioner Chaney because he speaks after I do at the Neshoba County Fair. But I want to tell you something that happened to him Monday. He'd been over here and went through one of these revivals, and he walked up to the evangelist and he said, Preacher, I want you to pray for our hearing. The preacher grabbed him and he shook him out his head for about 3 or 4 minutes. He let go and he said, Kenny, how's your hearing? He said, Preacher, I don't know. It's not the next Tuesday at the courthouse. I let him go on there. He's a great guy. You're blessed to have a guy like this as your Supreme Court judge. Somebody that's dedicated, he's qualified, and he's really fair about what he does in the state. I know they've got a lot of heat about what's going on in Jackson. That's not on the script. Good morning, anyway. I love that I have misses, muggy, hot, sweaty, red clay out here, and I'm glad to be back. Every time we come to the Neshoba County Fair, at least out here, and I've been coming off and on for 40 years, speaking to 15 board, we celebrate an anniversary the same week we're here. So this year we're celebrating with my beautiful, wonderful wife, Saturday, our 55th wedding anniversary. Give Mary a hand. Anybody felt that long with politicians is the same. I guarantee you that. She's got 3 of her 8 grandchildren here, and one of her children, our children, I should say. So thank y'all for being here and supporting your grandfather. The insurance department touches every life in the state of Mississippi. You just think about what I'm saying to you. We touch everything that happens in your life from the time even before you're born until after you die. We're talking about health insurance, we're talking about burial insurance, and everything that affects you in between all of those issues. Without insurance, you will not have an economy, no matter what state you're in. If you can't finance a project, the bank won't loan you money because you can't insure it, you will not have jobs. And my job is to create jobs in the state of Mississippi and make certain that we have available, affordable, and accountable insurance. That means that they'll actually pay a claim when it's due. In that vein, I want to tell you that our consumer division takes this very seriously. Andy Case, our director, is here today, and he will tell you that our division handled over 14,000 phone calls last year in inquiries and answered over 1,000 written complaints. And in doing that, we solved people's problems. We returned over $3.5 million to consumers. That money doesn't go back to the legislature. It goes straight to the consumer, not to our department, but straight to the consumer. If we send it to the legislature, they'd probably tax it. I tell you, everybody else. I'm trying to get y'all to laugh a little bit about the legislature. Now, come on. We issued over $600,000 licenses during the COVID pandemic. We did it with grace, and we did it very efficiently. Somebody called me and said, Commissioner Chaney, I'm going to ask you, do you think you can do that with driver's license? And I said, no, our system's been broke for 5 years. We don't want anything to do with that. We issue our 600,000 license every year to consumers and insurance and people that sell insurance and companies. We also regulate, in doing all of this, elevators, electronic security alarms, LP gas, which we have to inspect all around. We inspect every public building in the state that has some type of state money involved with it. We regulate bell engines, manufactured home installations. And I'll tell you, to some degree, we regulate medevac helicopters, because I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. We also are responsible for over 13,000 volunteer firemen in the state of Mississippi in their training. They are first responders. They save lives and property, and they do it without any pay, and they save lives of people they may not even know when they go out on call. Most of their calls are not just for fire, they're emergency medical service. My office continually monitors insurance-related fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. We were the first agency to try to address the COVID-19 pandemic because of the fact that people could not go to the doctor's office if they had COVID, or they were afraid of getting COVID. What did we do? We issued a bulletin that said that insurance companies would have to pay for telemedicine. And it was issued during the pandemic under the executive order issued by the President and by Governor Tate Reeves. It helps our citizens during this pandemic to be able to get their prescriptions refilled without having to go back to the doctor and sit in the doctor's office just to get the prescription refilled after 6 months. State Medical Association proposed a bill this year to extend our bulletin, which is now expired, and the legislature did not pass that bill, so I think we'll see that come back again in this next session again in January of 2022. Now, I was going to talk about flood insurance, and I went to the websites and we looked at how many flood policies we had in Neshoba County, and I think we've got about 13,500 policies in this county. We had 97 flood policies. But to those people that are here that don't live in Neshoba County, we've got a new program coming from the federal government, and the private market will mimic that also, called Risk 2.0. And what it does, it reevaluates your flood premium for your home based upon your elevation and the construction of your home. It will actually lower premiums for over 10,000 people in the state of Mississippi. I was asked this morning by someone from the Gulf Coast, what's going to happen on Medicaid expansion? It's probably a good time for the helicopter to come over. We've got about 250,000 people in this state that are uninsured. Out of those, about 170,000 are eligible for Medicaid. Many of you know that Medicaid has not been expanded in our state. It's a hot topic with politicians trying to figure out where you can get the money. Will it work or will it not work? Well, let me tell you the latest thing going on with our U.S. Congress. Congress may try to mandate a new form of Medicaid expansion by adding a policy for those people below 150% of poverty level to the Affordable Care Act. In other words, they would receive a policy, an insurance policy, just like anybody else that has one would have, and that policy could be used for the medical service. It would bypass the governors in 12 states and the legislatures in 12 states. The only problem with that is I'm afraid that they would ask the Department of Insurance to regulate that. There are uncertainties in these programs that we are looking at, and I can assure you that we monitor on a daily basis what goes on in Congress concerning your health insurance. When I mentioned the 14,000 calls we get at the Consumer Division each year, half of those calls, more than half of them, are related to health insurance. Bob Williams, our director, Bob Williams, yes, so people know who you are, has probably done more to move forward health insurance and to protect the consumer in this state. He, in his case, the Consumer Division, than any other person I know of in the state of Mississippi. The State Fire Academy, under the direction of Mr. Terry Wages. Terry's over here by the post. It looks like a dean board. Hope you know Terry. Is ranked as the finest fire academy in the United States. Y'all heard me say that for 15 straight years, except for 2019. I said it virtually then. It's the best fire academy in the United States. It falls under the umbrella of the Department of Insurance, and we train usually 16,000 people each year that go through that facility in some shape, form, or fashion, including volunteer firemen. During the COVID-19 pandemic, and it started back up, we have trained over 5,000 people at the fire academy through actually being there with social distancing and wearing a mask, or through virtual means. The newest thing that we're doing is emergency medical service. 97% of the calls for fire departments today are not put out of fire. They're for emergency medical service. So we see the paradigm shift coming. We've got a pretty good handle on how to prevent fires, and we do a pretty good job of preventing them and trying to get the message out to educate folks. Work should begin next spring at the Fire Academy on a new dormitory that we've worked to try to get this finished for at least 9 years. And this dormitory will serve not only as a dorm for our students and municipalities to train their firefighters, it serves as a staging area in case of a catastrophic event, a major hurricane, or a terrorist attack, or FEMA. We're right next door to FEMA, Mississippi Emergency Management Association, out in Pearl. So this is a dual purpose building, has a safe room in it. One of the things that we have found that people that go to this fire academy and understand the mission of our fire academy and of the Department of Insurance is that we save lives and we protect property. Mr. Charles Chuck Barkley of the Gulf Coast, retired from the English shipyard, which they have a booth here, very high up in their management, and was also the volunteer chief of, I think it's Martin Bluff right outside Goshen. Goshen took him in. Mr. Barkley recently passed away, and in his will, He left $384,000 as endowment to the fire academy. That's never been done in the history of the state of Mississippi, somebody leaving money to the fire academy. He deserves a round of applause. Those partially believed in our mission and what we were doing, and there's some other reasons that I will not elaborate on why we got that money. I know that some of the people that are here in the audience were instrumental in helping him decide where he wanted to put it at the fire academy and how it should be used. The pandemic did present us with a lot of challenges, but we have continued at the fire academy to train all of the people that are there and come to us that need assistance. The last time I was here in 2019, I handed out a lot of checks for people to buy fire trucks. We had them all here, and you remember we had a lot of folks here. Let me tell you about rural fire trucks real quickly. We got 2 minutes left, right? It's up on time. Rural fire trucks are a program that we started in 1995. These trucks lower your insurance premium. If you live in a city like Jackson, Mississippi, or even in Philadelphia, and you have a $150,000 house, your premium's going to be $1,000. You move out into the county to a Class 8, your premium's going to go up double to $2,000. You move out to a Class 10, it's going to $4,000 when you have those trucks. This program has put more money in the taxpayers' pockets than any program in the state government or the federal government has ever done. It saves lives, it saves property, and it also lowers the insurance bill as a byproduct. This is big. I want to give a shout out. The legislature, for some reason, didn't fund us this year, but Lieutenant Governor Bill Bozeman and Speaker Gunn, I want to give them credit, and Scott Mounts on the front row, Scott's from here, helped us get $2 million out of the capital expenditure fund to supply the trucks for the communities that need them to keep their rates from going up and help them. Scott, I'll give you a shout out for what you do. Thank you so very much for serving people of this great state. So, we've invested $51 million over 25 years, and what have we got in return? The lowest number that we can show you is $1.6 billion. Fear Committee has asked you to justify those numbers, and when we looked at them, it's approaching $4 billion in savings in 25 years on the insurance premiums. That's a big deal. I truly enjoy serving you as your insurance commissioner. It's a job I truly love. I appreciate my staff being here, and I appreciate the 25 or 30 or 40 or 50, how many people out here in this audience being here to listen to us today. I would say to you that if you got any questions, call us at 1-800-562-2957 and ask for Andy or Ryan. They can answer your questions. God bless us, and may God bless our great state and the great state of Mississippi. Thank you so much for